Well, hello to you. It's Angela Sadat coming to you again from Keller Williams Realty and the Angela Sadat Group of the Twin Cities. And today for our seller summary, we're actually going to be talking title. And so a lot of times you get to this process, we've gone through the offer and marketing the home, we've gotten an offer, we're very excited, we've gotten through that inspection process, and that was a great fun, of course. And then now we move everything that we're doing over to the title company. And you might say, what does a title company do? What exactly is their process, and why do we utilize them in the state of Minnesota and in the state of Wisconsin to complete our transactions? So we've got our favorite title gal here, Amber Wheaton-Liebelt, Amber Liebelt now, technically. Yep. And she's going to help us to just uncover a little bit about her process and what she does. So Amber, you know, when you get a file, we've been through all of these steps, and now you're kind of our final piece. Why do we need to come to you? Why do you need our file? Why do you need all of our stuff?
Well, every time a transaction is going to be closed, title is pulled. And what that means is, you know, a report is generated from what's of public record at the county.
Okay.
And it's our job to work with the sellers to make sure that anything that's on their title commitment report is cleared before closing. And there can be a variety of things that can show up. Okay. So we definitely need to work closely with the sellers just to make sure that they provide us with all the information that we need, so that we can get those items cleared and keep the closing on track.
Okay, so what kind of things could come up on a title commitment report that might cause a title to have issues?
The most common one is definitely old mortgages that have not been properly satisfied. Yeah. So as a seller, if you can, you know, even gather information from maybe mortgages you've had over the last, 5-10 years. Sometimes that's just good to have on hand. If you don't have it, it's not the end of the world. We can always work through it. But the more information you're able to provide, and you don't have to provide it up front, but maybe just have it to the side so that if it's requested, you've got it at hand.
Okay, so the more information you have, the better, just in case we need it. We don't always need it, but sometimes you do.
And I find that a lot of people have packed this stuff away by the time we know that we need it. Yeah. And so that kind of creates a little bit of an issue. So, if you can kind of pull up maybe important documents and pack those last, that can be very helpful.
Good tip. Awesome. And so then once you've gotten all that information, do you contact the seller at any point? Do they hear from your company?
Oh, yes. Okay. As soon as we get the file from you, we reach out to the sellers immediately. Okay. And how we usually do that, we'll do it one of two ways. We sometimes mail the documents if that's their preferred method of communication.
So watch the mail.
Otherwise, we'll email too. And if we're provided email addresses, a lot of times we'll just send that stuff through the email. So, be looking at your email shortly after you accept an offer, because that will be coming from the title company. Okay. And they are forms that are pretty high level, nothing too hard to fill out, but it is very important that they are filled out and sent back to us as soon as possible, because that has the relevant information that we need to move forward however we need to make sure that all of the things are being gathered for closing in time. Alert us if you're in a trust, or if you're a personal representative, or if there are divorces. All of that stuff is very important to let us know about, and we are going to need to see the documentation. So again, that brings me back to the point that I made. Just kind of gather what is important to you and your financial history with this home, so that if we need something, you've got it available to us.
Okay, so make sure those forms are filled out, and you need them kind of right away, don't you?
The sooner the better.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, so the sooner the better.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. Is there any other last minute things that you could share with us? Any other things that they need to know, or you guys kind of take care of the details, don't you?
We do take care of the details. Scheduling is sometimes an issue because buyers dictate when the closing is going to happen. Okay. That's not always convenient for the sellers because they don't have a say. So we are definitely able to work through solutions with the sellers. If the closing time doesn't work, they don't need to kind of get nervous about that. We'll find a way to get it done.
Okay. So she's handling all the details for you, and you are good to go. So know, sellers, that we've got you taken care of here on the title side of things, and we'll have more to come next month on the next steps in your process.